Hey everyone, and welcome to the Beyond Life and Fitness podcast. I'm Cheryl Patton.
And I'm Megan Prince.
We started this podcast as a way to connect with more people who are struggling to fit it all in. The workouts, the food, kids, work, and relationships.
We know that we're not perfect, but we hope that through our struggles and our mistakes and our failures and our successes that we can help more people through their challenges and be successful. So if you want some tips and tricks to help you along your journey to be the best version of yourself, then this is it.
So we're going to chat about, really quick, really brief, just some basic grocery pantry essentials that you really should have in your house at all times just to help keep on track so that you just don't end up falling back into those old habits and then having to restart over and over and over again. So I know this is going to be like a short list. Everybody has their food preferences, but these are just sort of some of those hardcore basics that I think just across the board, regardless.
Everybody.
Yeah. But first of all, again, keep your keep your list super simple. Don't overcomplicate your food. Unless I know like on us on the weekends, particularly on Sunday, that's where we will tend to get a little bit more creative, maybe try something new, but definitely during those work days, keep it super simple. Don't try to go super crazy with those recipes and ingredients. The main goal is just, make sure that you're just hitting those targets, protein, carbs, getting the workouts in and not feeling stressed and overwhelmed. So, yeah, I think the first one is definitely fresh greens of some sort. So that can be your lettuces, your broccolis, your cabbage. It could be your coleslaw.
I tend to more veer to frozen vegetables.
Yep, during the winter months, like when you can't get them fresh here, you mean?
Even in the summer. Like,
really?
I'll make salads and stuff, but sometimes I find salads are really hard on my stomach digestive-wise. So I'll just stick to like green beans. That's an easy frozen green beans because then I just take those and throw them in my container, and then by the time I get wherever I am, they're defrosted. Like, it's so fast. I hate washing and cutting green beans in the summer.
Yeah, I love fresh green beans out of the garden.
Do you?
Oh, they taste so much better.
Well, they do taste so much better, but then you have to wash them and then cut those things off.
I don't know. I guess I'm okay with that, but right now I did try some frozen green beans, and I'm just like,
yeah, because you were used to garden ones.
Yeah,
well, once you go to the garden, you can't.
I can't go.
But for fresh greens, like sometimes I'm like cucumber.
Yeah, pretty much any of your favorite fibrous veg you could throw into there. The other thing is avocado or guacamole, great source of a good healthy fat. I love both of them. They're great on eggs, they're great in wraps, tacos, you name it. I think you can kind of just put it on anything, really.
And avocados I find are a hard one, right? Because if you buy a bag of 5, they all ripen at the same time. So I think guacamole is a good option because it's in the fridge and it has lemon and it stays kind of. So I feel like, avocado or
have you ever tried frozen avocado?
Yeah, it sucks.
Okay.
Have you tried it?
No.
Don't do it.
Okay.
I would never do it again. Oh my gosh. It's terrible.
Yeah, I do the guacamole because I have the same issue with avocados. Like getting it at that perfect ripeness is like near impossible.
Yeah. Or they're all 5 and then you're like, what am I going to do with 5 avocados today? Right? So I'm like, I can't eat all 5 today. And there's not really a way to preserve them. I mean, I do have this avocado like half cover thing that's kind of like a little silicone thing that I put it in. If it's really kind of almost ripe and hard, then I can put it in the fridge, and then it'll be fine the next day.
Right.
But if they all soften, so I think you can. I caution you, but I also challenge you to try the frozen avocado
and tell me how it goes.
Maybe if you defrost it, I don't know. I don't remember what I did with it.
Okay,
though.
I'll try it.
Try it and then come.
And then if dairy does not bother you, which I really wish I could do this, Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. You can do so much. There are so many cottage cheese recipes on the internet right now. There's really no reason why you cannot increase your protein with the use of cottage cheese for any type of baked good out there.
Yeah, and I just threw cottage cheese in the weekend. I bought the kids chickpea pasta, which actually is really good, and the kids loved it.
Nice.
So we threw in a scoop into my tomato sauce of cottage cheese, like half
just
a
beans
cup.
and cream, almost like
It just like went in and had little kind of chunks of cheese, but then it just boosted the protein. But my friend did message me the other day and say, what kind of cottage cheese do you eat? Because cottage cheese does have a lot of preservatives like guar gum and a couple other things. And I was like, well, I just eat the regular one. It doesn't seem to really bother me, but you can buy cottage cheese, like just the cottage cheese in a chunk.
Really?
Like a thick thing of cottage cheese. I have to look up what it's called because I just sent it to her last week.
Okay.
But it only has like 2 ingredients. So if you're worried about ingredients for cottage cheese because it's a little bit more, then this one you can.
Interesting.
Called pressed dried cottage cheese. So literally when you cut it, it's almost like, I would say, like feta cheese tofu.
I've seen it.
So maybe you could try that, because then you could actually like cut it up into chunks as your cottage cheese.
Yeah.
You might even be able to like.
I know a lot of people too, like they'll whip up like the cottage cheese, their eggs and egg whites. Like they'll whip it all together. So you blend the cottage cheese, get it nice and smooth, and then make great fluffy egg bites.
Yeah, you can do that too. And they do have smooth cottage cheese.
Okay, perfect.
Now, because some people hate the
chunkiness. It's the texture. The other thing would be eggs, and obviously some egg whites to go with that, because eggs on their own do not have a ton of protein, only 6 grams. So we like to throw in some egg whites with those whole eggs, but eat the yolks. Like those, that's where all your vitamins, minerals, your good fats is. And egg yolks are high in choline, which is now being shown to prove really beneficial with kids and brain development
when they're younger. Yeah. And they also don't want it fully cooked, right? I think it's supposed to be soft boiled.
Like a runny egg.
Runny-ish. Because then I think it kills part of the choline.
Okay.
I think it has to be runny.
Okay.
But
good question.
Eggs and egg whites are a perfect one, because if you don't have a source of protein that's cooked in the fridge, like chicken or beef, I have thrown in egg whites and made an omelet.
Yep.
And it's so fast and so easy.
Yeah,
so
it does cook very fast.
Egg whites is a really good one.
Yeah, 100%. Berries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, fresh, frozen, but the berries do have a lower glycemic, less sugar than some of those other fruits that are out there, like bananas, apples. What else? I'm not too sure about plums, peaches, mangoes. Mangoes are higher, pineapples higher, but berries I think have a little bit better bang for your buck.
Oh yeah, like in caloric wise and glycemic wise, right?
Yeah.
But apples, I think if you have the skin on, I think that...
Apples, the acidity I can't do apples very well.
Okay, hard-boiled egg, contains 147 milligrams of choline.
Okay, so there you go.
So it doesn't really matter.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And then, obviously, a protein. It could be ground beef, chicken breast, chicken thighs, chicken, ground turkey. You can buy chicken breast, chicken drumsticks, salmon, canned tuna. I know one thing that we have been trying. Bison. Bison is so good. Yeah, bison. Something else we've been trying is ground lamb.
See, I had lamb once when I was pregnant and nauseous, and I think that just kind of put me off. It's very farmy, right?
No, not the stuff we have, and it came right from a butcher.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, and lean. Like it's got it. Like when I cook it, it actually has less fat coming off of it than my extra lean ground beef. Yeah.
Emus are really good. When there's an emu farm that's not far from outside of London, because they're like almost ostriches, right?
Yeah.
And they run and they're super lean.
And it's a red meat. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are like a really good option too that you could try.
Yeah. And then going back into some, and again, like if you like dressings or sauces, keep it super simple, like olive oil, balsamic vinegar, salt and pepper, throw in a little Dijon mustard. Like it is so good.
I love coconut oil over.
Okay, yeah, that would be another good one too.
The only problem with coconut oil I find is when I cook my vegetables in it and then I take it on the road with me and I don't heat it up, then it solidifies. So then I'm like, oh darn it, it's so good when you cook it.
If you like the coconut, if you like, I love coconut, so I would be totally fine with it.
But I don't know about the liquid coconut oil, because there is liquid coconut oil.
It's called fractionated.
And does it taste coconutty?
Good question.
So that's one I'll have to. You try the frozen avocado.
MCT oil is a derivative, but I don't know if you can cook with MCT oil. I think it needs to be like just out of the bottle. Yeah, it has a slight coconut taste to it. I like it. Like it's great.
So maybe I'll try for my on the go things. I'll try the fractionated liquid coconut oil and I'll see if it tastes coconutty. We'll have to come back to frozen avocado and
Fractionated coconut oil.
That's liquid at room temperature.
But for those who are lovers of the bread, sourdough or sprouted, something that's had a little bit of a fermentation process to it, it does help with better digestion. And if you're looking for like a quick, easy snack, jerky.
Yeah. We just bought some from the butcher. It is so much better than. But the only thing I find with that is that the bags they're so small and they're like $10 and there's nothing in it. I'm like, what the heck is this? I buy it for the kids and I'm like, ugh. So maybe if you can find a butcher, because the pieces that we got are like this big.
Oh, that's amazing.
They're huge. I don't know how much their dad spent on it, but it was like this big sheets of it.
Oh, wow.
And it was really good.
In
I'll
London?
let you taste it before you go.
Amazing.
But jerky's a really good one because it's also really high in protein, a little high in sodium.
It is a little high in sodium, but again, if you just drink your water, it will help. But if you feel a little bloated from it, it's just salt.
Okay, it's from the Butcher's Barn, Oxford Road, Bright. I don't know. But as you can see, like these are like big sheets. These are huge. Well, this is a small sheet of it. Then you have like these huge pieces of it.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
And then the last thing I had on my list for those good carbohydrates, rice, quinoa, all your types of potatoes, white, russet, yellow, sweet. They're all really good sources of like a starchy carbohydrate that's not going to just, it's good. It's got fiber. That's what I'm trying to spit out here.
And just having like those basics on hand is easy to just make.
You can do a
quickly.
gazillion things with rice.
Yeah.
Gazillion things with rice, right? Same with potatoes. Like you can slice them up super thin, almost like a potato chip, and air fry it. You can mash them, you can roast them, you can bake them, you can get the bigger russet potato, bake it, scoop it out, fill it up with like ground beef that's been mixed in taco seasoning with salt on top.
Potatoes are like everything, right?
Yeah. So again, when you look at your grocery list and when you go to the grocery store, the majority of your time should be spent around the perimeter, not a ton of time spent down those aisles. Keep it simple, keep your meals simple, keep your recipes simple, get creative on the weekends when you tend to have more time to try and maybe find some new recipes for the family. But this is sort of our essential grocery pantry list to keep you on track. Thanks everybody for listening today, and we truly appreciate you. And let us know what your biggest takeaway was today, and if you have any questions you want answered on the podcast. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast to automatically receive your episodes and to help us reach more listeners. We would love to connect with you on our socials, either Facebook or Instagram, with links in the show notes. Till next time, keep taking those small steps towards your best life.